Welcome to Mendip Junction, and today we're going to talk about dioramas and particularly about a camping coach diorama. When I set up my model railway, it's really a series of dioramas with a tail tracing track going round, and each diorama tries to tell a story, and this is what I'm trying to do with the camping coach story. So when I do this, it's a little bit of research and then some experimental model making, and then finally we get onto building the actual diorama. So today we'll go through the process. This is not exactly a how-to, but more a bit of inspiration about how you'd go about doing this. So first, a little bit of history from reading on the internet. Camping coaches started really in the early 1930s in Southern Rail. GWR really took it up around 1934, 1935, that sort of time period. And at the time they had what they called A, B, C and D type coaches. You can see that on the screen here. I sort of taken a bit of a mix and match and invented something that's sort of around the type B format, with a 6-berth sleeping area, a lounge, a kitchen and a dining room area. And we'll see how that goes together. The camping coach idea was really incredibly popular, both pre and post-war. And LNER actually had touring coaches that went over and around the Yorkshire Dales. Took a week to travel several hundred kilometres and visit a number of different stations. And some regions even had, you could sign up where you wanted your coach delivered to. But that didn't last very long because it was rather a logistical nightmare. So the coaches sort of disappeared for World War II. They were taken over for temporary accommodation. Not much maintenance was done on them. After the war, a lot of coaches were lost, but they rebuilt the stock and refurbished them. And then the beaching cuts really just almost killed off the whole concept. They did keep going until 1971, although on GWR they stopped in 1965. So it's all sort of very much around the period that this railway is based on. So much for the history. Let's dive in a bit now to how we built this whole diorama. So this is where we start from. This is the area of the original goods area that we're no longer really using. So that's a camping area, and then we'll retain the existing goods area. So starting with the camping area, first thing to do was to put a rail gate in, and then a footpath that led back towards the station. From there, so now we work on the scenery around this area with some static grass and fencing, a gate for opening, and then a nice sign to let people know where they are. We now move on to the construction, and the 3D printer comes out, and we print the bits that are going into the coach, as well as some objects that will go around the scenery to complete the diorama. The coach is stripped out of all its bits, and the painting is done on all the internals, and we're now ready to start assembling this. We'll just see the bedroom scene being done, just gluing this up and lining everything up. We've got the bunk beds being put together here. At the one end of the coach we have a small toilet area and 2 sets of bunk beds to give a room for 4 people, and then another room with 2 beds for 2 more individuals, giving 6 in total. So each piece is tested for its fit first, then it's glued and put in place. Try and do lots of little bits of detail to go into the room. There's a chest of drawers here, and although a lot of it's not overly visible, it's just nice to try and get a bit of detail into the carriage. So here we're putting in the last of the bedroom walls. Yeah, we can see the overall structure there, and then we have some still shots here of the bedroom scene, and also of the library at the end, and now we have the kitchen and the dining area. The coach itself has a different roof that was 3D printed for that, which has open top so that you can see into it. So now we get to put the whole thing together. Here we have the coach, and then the guard's van is doubling up as a wash utility. We have the simple steps going up into the carriage and the wash area, and then an emergency exit at the other end. This is all surrounded now by the camping area. So now it's time to bring in the bits and pieces that will complete the outside. So we have the engineers arriving with the picnic tables, barbecue, and all the crockery that goes into the coach. So they're unloading it here, getting everything ready. Meanwhile, the other engineers are getting utilities sorted out, the power and the water. The dustbins are in place, and really everything is now ready. The lorries have left, and here we see, as we pan across, there's the grass and the fencing all nicely in place. Barbecue is there ready to use. Coach has got its signs on it. Really just getting everything ready. We just need to make sure the electrics are working. So they'll switch the lights on, I guess. There we go, lights are on. Just need to wait for the holiday makers to arrive, and looks like here they come. The train is just coming in from the country. Round we go. Pulling into the station now. People will be getting out and making their way to the holiday coach to start their holiday. That's all for now. I hope you found this enjoyable and entertaining, and see you next time. Bye.